Win my auction and not pay? Oh, trust me, you're going to pay. I make art as a hobby. Metal sculptures. I only sell them when I need a bit of money for something. I had a holiday coming up, so listed one here on TradeMe, an auction site, for a $1 reserve. The auction lasted 10 days and the piece got quite a bit of interest in that time, with lots of people adding it to their watch list and bidding on it. It ended up selling for a bit over $500. Perfect. I contacted the winner with my bank details and asked for their delivery address. No reply. Email again. Nothing. I look into his profile a bit and sure enough he doesn't follow through on half things he buys. Fair few grumpy feedbacks from other sellers. He's a complete time waster, TW. I'm a bit pissed. I've already had to pay a listing fee, advertising fees and $40 success fee. I'll eventually get this back, but still annoying, and being in limbo on a deal sucks. You kind of expect the money and kind of don't at the same time. Got me raging. I Google his email, nothing. I check if he has any listings for sale, he doesn't ATM. Besides give him bad feedback, there's not really much else I can do right now. I add him as a favorite seller. This way next time he lists something I'll get emailed about it, but he never does. About a year later, after I'd forgotten all about it, I get a bunch of emails from TradeMe telling me TW has new listings. Seems TW is packing up shop and moving to Australia. Seems everything has got to go, mate. Ironically, his listing states that everything must be picked up by end of August as I'm moving to Australia. No time wasters. He's got listings for a car, motorcycle, tools, a welder, some furniture, rims and a bunch of other stuff. I give his feedback another quick look to see if he's changed his ways. He hasn't. Over the following week I research what a good price would be for everything he lists. I share all his listings with my friends and get them to add his listing to their watch list so he thinks they are popular. Instruct them to go into a bidding war with me on each item up to a certain amount but no further. I win all of his auctions using a bunch of false accounts. Lucky guy gets top dollar for everything. I reply all the auction winning email confirmations from the various accounts arranging different pickup times for the goods, agreeing to paying cash on pickup for everything. As the week goes on, I cancel, reschedule, rain check and delay every pickup. Bearing in mind I'm pretending to be a different person for each item from different SIM cards. On the day I arranged to pick up the car, it had been agreed previously that he could continue to use his car up until 2 days before leaving for Australia because I'm a nice guy like that. I text him that I'm on my way, see you at 1. I was late, of course. Nearly there, mate, see you soon. Half an hour later, 5 minutes away. 20 minutes later, I'm here, where are you? Ignore the text messages and waited for the call. TW, where are you? Me, annoying isn't it? TW, what? Me, annoying isn't it? TW, what do you mean? Me, you know. Having someone bid on your auction with no intention of buying it. TW, are you ducking kidding? Me, no, I remember being quite annoyed when you did it to me. TW, who? When? Me, I'll let you figure that one out. Click. Over the next few hours I called him as the welder buyer. Annoying isn't it? The motorbike buyer. Annoying isn't it? Outdoor furniture buyer. Annoying isn't it? All of them. To top it off, I gave him positive feedback on everything I bought, saying he was a top trader, A+, easy pickup, good communication. In the coming weeks I was contacted by TradeMe regarding his dispute. He was wanting to get the success fees back, over $500 altogether I'd guess. I responded to each of those with the fact that I had already paid and picked it up and was happy with the item. Not sure if he got all those success fees back, but I very much doubt it. TLDR. Someone won my auction and didn't pay. So I won their all auctions and didn't pay either. Now to the comments. Haha, nice. Well done. I tip my hat to you. I can't say I've ever heard of TradeMe. But if it's anything like eBay and the terrible number of non-paying bidders, I totally understand. It got the point where I had to no longer accept zero feedback bidders because so many think it's fun to win an auction and not pay or drive the bids up to something unrealistically high. However, you can let them bid in order to drive the price up shortly before the listing ends, then block their bids. They'll find out then suddenly they can't. I did enjoy letting them do that work for me, smile. OP replied, "It's New Zealand's eBay. Most people that use it are pretty genuine, but it's always the few that spoil it for the rest. Just out of curiosity. But aren't there any legal repercussions? Here in Germany, bidding on eBay means you enter a legal contract and they can force you to pay. Do you know the struggle of having a broken rib and desperately trying not to laugh? Well, I do now. Annoying, isn't it? Who? When? I had a holiday coming up, so listed one here on Trade Me, found the New Zealander. There's dozens of us. Dozens. If Batman finally figures out who offed his parents, he will hire you to settle the score. Well played, my friend, and on behalf of all hard-working sellers whose time been wasted by a bored fun shopper, I salute you. Just wanted to point out that we've known who killed Batman's parents since 1948. Spoilers. Jesus, dude. This is the greatest thing I have ever read. Who has that many SIM cards? Doesn't seem real. SIM cards are pretty cheap/easy to get in countries that don't let mobile providers rape their customers, especially if you only need it for a few minutes/texts. Fellow Kiwi here, hate people on Trade Me have had many bad experiences. Well done, man. OP replied, I know, right? If the seller doesn't go through, you lose the listing fee, advertising fee if you paid a premium to get it seen better, and the genuine buyer that missed out on it. Worst way, if you can't go through with it, at least let me know. Don't leave me in the dark. I was surprised that you told him you were someone whose time he had wasted before. That instantly put you in a potentially very small list of suspects, especially since you left negative feedback on him. However, from the sound of it, he was a huge jerk to lots of people, and he hopefully had a moment when he realized that it could have been dozens or hundreds of people. Sticking it to him on the success fee was the sweetest twist of the knife at the end. Yeah, from the story he had done this to tons of other people, so that list was likely not that small. OP replied, correct. Not a small list. Ah, good old Trade Me TWs. I remember listing my stuff there, and there are a whole lot of TWs, as well. I have done exactly what you done, to some TW, and it seems that they can give, but can't take it. Good on ya, mate. Makes me feel all warm inside. Annoying, isn't it? I will be using this phrase from now on. I'm just hoping this post gets enough attention for it to be a niche meme. I want that to happen. I can't explain exactly how, but this story contains just the perfect level of satisfaction. Satisfactorily pro without being over the top. Taught some fool a lesson and then rubbed it in even further by blocking those success fees. No harm, just tasty, tasty revenge. Annoying, isn't it? No harm, just tasty, tasty revenge. What story did you read? TW now has to trash all his things without selling them or find a way to move them to Australia, and he also loses the success fee for every item. Not saying he didn't deserve it, but there was definitely harm done. The right amount of harm done. God, this is beautiful. A bit petty, but to professional lengths. Annoying, innit? This is true pro revenge. This is the definition of pro revenge. I feel exhilarated having just read it. You must be on cloud 9. As a full-time, FT, eBay seller, I applaud this. Biggest thing I had someone flake out on was a $4,000 car tool. What sucks is they paid, but wanted to change the address to down the street. Nope, red flag, couldn't risk it. Refunded and waited for the $4,000 to clear on his card, change his address and pay again. He never did. I had a little celebratory dinner and everything because I didn't have any money in the item. Lucky find. Being a car guy, I assumed he changed jobs in town and wanted to try to duck me over or duck over his old employer using his eBay account. Wouldn't it have been better to send the tool to the original address? Keep the money? Ha, keep the money. The amount of fraud that can happen is astonishing. Bare minimum, the item gets returned and I'm out shipping cost, but also risk losing the item in shipping. Risk damage. Risk return fraud if the buyer had access to the item, or the original address is a different car business. They keep the item and the buyer who didn't get the item opens a case. For such a high-priced item you want absolutely no deviation from a normal sale.